It could have been anyone. An unprovoked stabbing on an innocent stranger. The victim here wanted this CCTV footage shown publicly. Watch it again. Holding a knife, the attacker approaches without warning from behind. This stabbing wasn't fatal. But Amine Laouar, described as a serial knife attacker who chose people randomly on the street, did murder one of his victims.
We recognised early on that we potentially had a would-be serial killer, and the need to identify him and apprehend him quickly was of paramount importance.
The stabbings happened last year over a period of 6 days in Neasden, northwest London. The second random attack proved fatal. Leon Street had just gone out to the shops when he was stabbed in the back by a stranger.
He was a dad, he was a son, he was a brother, he was a friend. So what this person had done could have been done to anybody, and that is just horrific in every way.
Have you come to terms that your father came to an end by a random attack by a complete stranger?
No, I haven't. I don't think I ever will come to terms with it, if I'm being, and I think it's the same for Rianne. I don't think we'll ever come to terms with it. I mean, we've come to court trying to get some closure, mostly, and just to find out why.
Also in court today, Leon's partner and fiancée. After he was stabbed in the street, he managed to stagger home to her.
I'm a nurse, and I couldn't help him. He looked me straight in the face because he knew he was dying, and he said, "Babe, don't panic, I'm going." And he knew that he was dying. And his face was white. There was no blood in his face. I couldn't believe it was happening. It felt like it was hours, but it was minutes. But it felt like hours. It was horrific. Because he tried to get home, he used all of that adrenaline to get home. And so he wasn't able to fight for his own life.
In court, the judge said this crime was as inexplicable as it was terrible. The murderer was just 20 at the time, an academically successful student who'd never done anything wrong before. Was there any reason or motive for his crime?
No. The attacks were seemingly completely random. Laouar has shown no remorse for his actions, nor has he given any idea of what the motivation may have been. It seems he was just out intent on seeking vulnerable victims.
Police released this CCTV footage of Laouar after his third random knife attack. He's seen calmly waiting to buy some cigarettes in a shop.
I know a lot of people talk about mental health nowadays and, you know, the effects it has on society, but he's not showing any signs of that. He's not showing any signs of remorse.
It's hard to put into words the heartbreak that we've had. Like, I've never experienced that pain. I actually was hurting physically.
This is a really sad, horrific addition to the knife crime that exists in London today, and that we really need to do something about it.
Laouar was jailed for life and will serve 38 years before he's eligible for parole. Martel, ITV News.